Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. A couple years ago, Lightning2288 did the first, what I consider the first tag video in the comic book community, and it was for the top 50 books in your comic book collection. It was freaking awesome. And then the Doom reprised it, Doom 143 reprised it a couple years ago for a contest, and it was fantastic. Now, I know recently D-Runk just did his top 50 books in his collection, but I'm going to reprise the tag one more time. I'm going to make this into a tag video. So these are my top 50 books in my comic book collection as it sits in April 2021. If you're watching this video, you're tagged. I want to see as many of these as possible. It's going to be freaking awesome. These are the best videos, or at least my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. Top 50 books in your collection. And just remember, they don't have to be super high value. They can be your top 50 sentimental books in your collection, top 25 books in your collection. They can be the top 50 most valuable books in your collection, the top 50 modern, the top 50 Silver Age, whatever you want to do. I just want to see books, want to see why you've picked them. It's going to be an awesome tag. So hopefully you guys participate. And with that being said, here we go. All right, I'm getting closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, would love to invite you to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's future videos. Also, if you could hit a thumbs up on this video and comment down below what you think of top 50 videos, what you thought about my top 50. There's reasons to do this video. I found so many channels on YouTube just by searching top 50 comic books in my collection, tag video or whatever, and I found brand new YouTubers. This could be their first video, and you just search that and you find brand new people, and it gives you something awesome to watch, something awesome to share. So make sure you guys do it. I want to see if you've got 1 subscriber, if you got 100 subscribers, 500, 10,000, 50,000 subscribers. I want to see you guys do this video. So for Man Cave Comics, for Long Box Love Affair, for DT, you guys do the video. For AA Comics, for Comics with Bonics, I would love to see you guys' top 50 books in your collection currently. For the golden guys on the Comic Core channel, love to see Woodard do the video. Would love to see the New York Warriors, Biggies, and the crew. East meets West, I'd love to see you guys, the 9.2 crew. Man, everybody, D-Runk, do the video again. I don't know, participate in this tag video. It would be super fun. Bearded Comic Bro, John's Comics with Kids, all the guys on the Comic Gories. If you've been on the show, you're tagged. Tony Sanders and his crew, the hunt stuff. Would love to see the video. I can't keep mentioning names because it would go on forever, but love the community, would love to see you guys do this video. So I'm trying to reach out to all sectors of this community, Comic Tom, Bueller, Reggie, Jem, all the big boys, do the video. It's so much fun. Also, when you do the video, make sure you tag people too. Call out your buddies, call out the people who you talk to about comics on a weekly basis. I want everybody included. And if you see somebody has not been tagged, tag them, mention them, call them out. Call them personally and say, hey, do the video. But without further ado, I'm going to show my books in my collection. And the way that I came up with this is I've been working on an Excel spreadsheet. I've got the CLZ app recently because of D-Runk Comics, but now I'm doing a spreadsheet and I'm keeping track every single month and updating the prices. I think I've got like 118 slabs in my collection, and usually I slab or buy slabs of my favorite comic books, the top books in my collection. Now, this isn't going to include every top book in my collection, but it's going to be all the slabs. So these are going to be my top 50 slab books in descending order according to value. So my top 50 most valuable comics in my slab collection. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it brings you a lot of entertainment, and then I can't wait to see your guys' videos coming up very soon. All right, so top 50, here we go. First book on the list, number 50, is Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. This is number 134. From 1970. It's the first cameo of Darkseid. Have always loved this Neil Adams cover. Have always loved Darkseid. Wish I had a Forever People number 1 as well. Potentially in a 6.0. Would be really nice to have these in matching grades. But love this book. 6.0 cream to off-white pages. First appearance in cameo of Darkseid. Number 49 on the list is The Mighty Thor, number 705 from 2018. This is The Death of Jane Foster. This is a 9.8 white pages. This was the 1 in 100 Art Germ Virgin variant. Really, really cool book. I bought this, pre-ordered it and bought it from Fantasy Shop in Creve Coeur, Missouri. So really love this book. Happy it came back a 9.8. Number 48 on the list is The Bride of Venom #3, Sinner Takes All. This is a 9.8, and this is the first time that you see the Bride of Venom, or Venom's, significant other, Eddie Brock's significant other, in the Venom costume. So that's really, really awesome. Great book from 1995. Number 47 is Brave and the Bold. Number 54 in a 4.0. This is the first appearance of the Teen Titans. Awesome, awesome book. And 4.0 in the Silver Age DC keys is kind of like my hot spot. I really love 4.0s in these keys. First appearances of DC characters, 4.0. Can't be any better than that for me. Number 46 on the list is Green Lantern number 55. This is the Doug Mahnke cover, and this is the variant from 2010 Brightest Day. Really great Lobo cover there. Just awesome, awesome stuff. Have absolutely loved Green Lantern with the Jeff Johns writing. Number 45 on the list is Captain Marvel number 14. This is from 2013. It's the first appearance of Kamala Khan in one panel cameo. Really love this book. It's 9.4 white pages. Thought it could have been better, but very, very happy with this book. Number 44 is Flash 110. It's a 2.0. Got this from Good Old Comics on Facebook auctions. 2.0. I wish it was higher. I'm not super happy. There is some rust on the staples, so this is definitely a book that I'd love to upgrade. First appearance of Wally West and the Weather Wizard. So first appearance of Kid Flash. Pretty significant, awesome book, and a great read as well. All right, next up is a great, great book. I found this in the wild. This is Ghost Rider #1. This is 6.5 off-white pages, Magazine Enterprises, so you'll see that ME there at the top. Origin of Ghost Rider Retold. Stinking awesome book. And anytime you see someone post this book, it's like a Jeep thing where you wave to other Jeep Wranglers. It's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't understand. So you always see that on the back of them. I used to own a Jeep Wrangler, and you just wave to other Jeeps. Ghost Rider #1, I feel like, is one of those things where you just wave to other Ghost Rider owners. Number 42 is Amazing Spider-Man number 39. And this is a 6.0 off-white to white pages. And this is Norman Osborn revealed as Green Goblin, first John Romita on Spider-Man title. So that's really cool. Awesome, awesome book. Have always loved this. Very iconic cover. Number 41 is X-Men Annual number 14. It's a 9.8 white pages. And this is the first cameo of Gambit. And it's an awesome book. Just recently got this one back from CGC. And with the prices going crazy, this one has crept up considerably to number 41 on the list. Number 40 on the list is Green Lantern number 87. This is the first appearance of John Stewart. Absolutely love this. 6.5. It looks like off-white to white pages. Neil Adams cover. Absolutely love it. John Stewart is a stud. Number 39 is Amazing Spider-Man number 50. 3.5 off-white pages. First appearance of Kingpin. This book is very, very iconic for the cover. For the first appearance of Kingpin, it doesn't need much talking about because this is just such a great book. In what universe is Bloodstone number 1? 9.8 white pages. More valuable than that 3.5 Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Well, I guess in our current market, Marvel first appearances like Elsa Bloodstone is more popular, I guess, in a 9.8. So we'll just stop talking about that. 9.8, first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone. Really have always loved this book. Anytime I can find it in the wild, I'll definitely try to pick it up. Number 37 on the list is Green Lantern number 76. The introduction into the Bronze Age. Neil Adams on the cover. This is the first Neil Adams cover. Denny O'Neil's story. Green Lantern and Green Arrow stories begin. Great classic cover. And then for Comic Gories, everybody uses this for green cover. Just got this one back last week. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 300. And this is the first appearance of Venom. It's a newsstand, 5.5 off-white to white pages. Got this for $150 before I slabbed it. So very, very happy with this book. Just glad that I have a copy. I think I can afford right now, $3,000 for an upper, high grade copy. So very, very happy that I do have a copy at least. Number 35 on the list is our first timely book. This is Marvel Mystery Comics number 14. It is a 1.5, pretty beat up book. I got this for $500, and this is from 1940. So December of 1940, World War II. It's just a great, great book. Second appearance of the Vision, World War II cover, and then Human Torch number 1 on cover. So there's Human Torch, so it's an advertisement for that. It's a World War II cover, and it's the second appearance of vision right there. Oh my goodness, how did I not mention this is an Alex Schomburg cover? So very, very significant. Didn't realize that that was, something I should mention until I looked at this Alex Schomburg cover. So this is Black Terror number 8. Very, very cool World War II cover from 1944. Alex Schomburg cover. Just really, really cool Black Terror. And there is Tim. So Black Terror Jr. I can't remember what we call him, but yep, awesome. And there's the Buy Stamps and War Bonds for Victory. Number 33 on the list is an awesome book. This is still affordable, so you guys may want to consider, picking this up. It's a Golden Age first appearance. Boy Commandos number 1. It's the first appearance of Liberty Bell. Such a cool book. This is from 1942. Jack Kirby, Joe Simon cover and art. Really great stuff. This is a 3.0 off-white to white pages. Love this book. It's number 33 on the list. Number 32 on the list is Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. 9.4 white pages. Have always loved this Adam Hughes cover. It's probably my favorite Adam Hughes cover of all time. Number 31 on the list is Black Panther number 2, the first appearance of Shuri. Super great, 9.8 white pages. I remember buying this in the wild and sending it out to get pressed and cleaned. Came back a 9.8. I think she is the future of the Black Panther franchise. Black Panther number 2, 9.8 white pages. Couldn't be happier. Number 30 on the list, The New Mutants, 98, 9.4 white pages. First appearance of Deadpool, Gideon, and Copycat as Domino. So Richter leaves the New Mutants. Very, very important information there. So great book. Have always loved this one. And yeah, happy to have it. Even in a 9.4, bought this raw in the wild and got it graded. Number 29 on the list is Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, the first appearance of Spider-Gwen. So Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman, as they say on the label. So this is a 9.6 white pages. Also, I bought this one for cover price and got it pressed, cleaned, and graded. Came back a 9.6. Number 28 on the list is this amazing The Flash 139, the first appearance of Reverse Flash, 6.0 white pages. Really, really great. Got this from Rogue 121. That's how he funds all his coming into auctions and buying everything, or buying the big Doom mystery boxes. So this is really cool. Got this from Rogue 121, The Flash 139, the first appearance of Reverse Flash. Number 27 on the list is The New Mutants 87, and this is a 9.8 white pages, first appearance of Cable. Have always loved this book. This was the premiere book back when I was younger in the 90s. This was the one you went for instead of New Mutants 98. Number 26 on the list is Hawkman number 4 at a 6.0 off-white pages. This is the first appearance of Zatanna, and Zatanna is going to be a big deal in the DC Cinematic Universe, so really love this book. Bought this raw up in Pittsburgh and then got it pressed, cleaned, and graded. And very, very happy with this 6.0. Number 25. So we're halfway there. Action Comics number 252. This is a 2.0 with creamed off-white pages. This is probably the only book on the list that is for sale because I want to upgrade. I've got some funds ready for an upgrade. I just need a little bit more. And so this book is for sale. If you're really super interested and it's not too far in the distant future, like if you're watching this in 2023, this book is probably not in my collection anymore. But if you're watching it in April of 2021, I may have this still. So you can own this copy. It's a little beat up there on the staple. That's what I cannot stand. And then some of the chipping is like separated from the book up here. And it just, every time I look at it, I love that it's the first appearance of Supergirl, but that's about it. And so 2.0, there you go. Now a book that I do love in my collection, I love the condition on this one, is Detective Comics 359, the first appearance of Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. And this is off-white to white pages, 5.5, and just such a great book. Think this one is undervalued, so if you don't have a copy of this right now, it's definitely worth saving up for and getting a copy of the first Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. Number 23 on the list, let's keep with the Batman theme. This is Batman Adventures number 12, the first appearance of Harley Quinn. Bought this raw for $100, and it is a 9.4 white pages. I'm pretty darn happy with that. A 9.4 just sold for under $1,000. So really happy with this one. Boy, this book is just creeping up and continuing to go up. no matter what, even in a 9.4, selling for $925 recently. So this is awesome. Really like this first appearance of Harley Quinn. Number 22 on the list is X-Men 94. So from 67 to 93, it was all reprints until Giant Size X-Men number 1, and then 94 was the first X-Men in their title, so the first new team in their title. And this says, new X-Men begin, Sunfire leaves the team. Who cares? He was such a crab anyways. He didn't want to be there, so be gone, Sunfire. Second appearance of Nightcrawler, Storm, Thunderbird, and Colossus. Really, really cool book. I've loved this for a long, long time. I never thought this book would be worth more than an X-Men 94 in any condition, but this is Uncanny X-Men 266, 9.8 white pages. This is the first full appearance of Gambit, and it really does pair nicely with that X-Men Annual number 14. Both books look great together. I've always loved this book. This was one of those ones where as a kid, I couldn't afford $30 to get this book in any condition, but it was always one of those, wow, if I could ever get an Uncanny X-Men 266, first appearance of Gambit. Let me know in the comments down below if you felt the same way as a kid about the first appearance of Gambit. Number 20 on the list is one of my favorite covers of all time. This is Archie number 50, and this is just the innuendo cover, and it's a 5.0, and this is creamed off-white pages, Bob Montana goodness. Betty willing to refund the nickel if Archie would just come over to the house. Amazing, amazing book. One of my favorites of all time. And I hope this one stays in my PC forever. Another one that I want to stay in my PC forever, and I got that from a dear friend's daughter who did that commission for me. Painted it. It's beautiful. It's one of my prized possessions. This is Brick Bradford number 6, 4.5, off-white pages. Just a beautiful, beautiful Alex Schomburg robot cover from 1948. Absolutely love this book, and that's why I love it so much. I had a commission done, and that one, I mean, they freaking look identical. So good. Number 18 on the list is Fantastic Four. Number 49, the first full appearance of Galactus, second appearance of Silver Surfer, first of both on the cover, 5.5 off-white to white pages from 1966. And I will show you at this time, I have 3 copies, 2 3.5s and this 5.5. So love this book. Hope they can do either one of them, Silver Surfer or Galactus in the MCU. Would love it, but either way, it doesn't matter because these Jack Kirby, Stan Lee stories are fantastic and are timeless and don't need movies to really propel them or make them cool. Number 17, a Golden Age awesome book. This is Superman number 11, Breaking of the Chains, really iconic cover. This is from 1941. Joe Siegel story and Fred Ray cover. Half-page ad for All Flash Quarterly number 1, 3.5, off-white to white pages. Beautiful. Love this book so much. Number 16 on the list is Avengers number 8, the first appearance of Kang the Conqueror. And this is from 1964. And I do have another copy here, 4.5. Love having these books in the collection. I can't remember where I got either one from a collection, one from a dealer. And these books are just fantastic. Love the early Avengers, and they're going to do Kang in Ant-Man movie or in the Avengers. Can't remember what it's going to be, but it's going to be great. Number 15 on the list is Fantastic Four number 48, the first appearance of Silver Surfer and the cameo of Galactus. Me personally, I'm a Fantastic Four 48 subscriber, fan. I've always thought this was the cooler cover, or this was the cooler book, cooler cover, whatever it is. Now, don't let that think that I don't like Fantastic Four 49. This was just always the book that I wanted. But I do think Fantastic Four 49 is a great cover. I don't know why we have to argue like which one's the better cover. They're both awesome covers. So if you think FF49 is the better cover, that's awesome. Me personally, I've always wanted this one. And as of right now, I've got 3 copies of this 1.0 with off-white pages, 3.0 with creamed off-white pages, and then 3.5 with off-white pages. Love this book. All right, number 14 on the list is another one of my favorites, Superman number 9, Breaking Through the Page. Fantastic Fred Ray cover. And this is a Joe Siegel story, Joe Shuster and Paul Cassidy art. from 1941. Superman number 9, 4.0 with cream to off-white pages. Really cool Red Ryder carbine action BB gun on the back. Just really great book. Love this. Bought this one from Shortboxed, you guys. Love Shortboxed. All right, number 13 on the list is Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel number 1. This is a 9.8 white pages. And was so happy to find, I found like 8 or 9 of these in one haul, and I bought them all for $4 a piece. Gave some away, gave one to Contender, I know. I can't remember who else I gave some to, but they're all great books. And then I do have another 9.8, really specking hard on this great rare book. Number 12 on the list, I got this one from Jeff City, Missouri. And this is Marvel Spotlight number 5, Ghost Rider. I bought it raw, and it had that big scratch on the cover, and I still got a 6.5 off-white pages. First appearance of Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider. 6.5, first appearance of Ghost Rider. Number 11, this one did not make it into the top 10. This is Avengers number 1. Got this from Doug Hazelwood, and he is the inker for DC. I tell this every time I show this book. Doug Hazelwood inked during the time of the death of Superman and Superman Returns, Reign of Superman, all that good stuff. He especially worked a lot with Superboy, the Metropolis Kid. So this was his book. He owned this one, and this is Avengers number 1, 2.5 with slight restoration. It's got a small amount of color touch on cover and a small amount of glue on cover. Tear seal to cover. First appearance of the Avengers. Absolutely love this one, and love that I got it from Doug Hazelwood. All right, top 10. This is Black Terror number 1 from 1942. 1943. 7.0 off-white to weight pages. Got this from a really good buddy. Bought it from Justin, and absolutely love this book. Unfortunately, it's not an Alex Schomburg cover, but it's still a very cool World War II cover with the Japanese 0 there on the cover. Needor Productions, Winter, 1942. Love this. First appearance of Crime Crusher. The Crime Crushers. Number 9 on the list is The Brave and the Bold number 28, 3.0. Got this from Thanatos Comics, 3.0 off-white pages. Centerfold is detached, but this is the first appearance of the Justice League of America, and the first appearance of Starro, first Aquaman and Martian Manhunter on the cover. So this is the first time you see Aquaman and Martian Manhunter on the cover. And this one is from 1960. Number 8 on the list is another one that I got from Thanatos Comics. This is Showcase number 22, the first appearance of Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, 3.0, cream to off-white pages. Like I said, first appearance of Green Lantern Hal Jordan, Abin Sur, and Carol Ferris. Love this book. This is one of my Grail comic books. It's so fantastic, from 1959. Number 7 on the list is The Incredible Hulk 181, the first appearance of Wolverine. This is the first full appearance of Wolverine. It's 4.0 off-white pages, and this one is from 1974. I bought this on an auction, a YouTube auction, for $700. And I remember it was a Great Legend auction, and I messaged them beforehand and said, do any of your sellers have a Hulk 181? I'm ready to go with payment. And on the show, they pulled out this book for $700, and I paid up right away, claimed that baby, and was so happy I did. And so there is the front, and there is the back. Had it pressed and cleaned by Paul from Midwest Scotsman. Number 6 on the list is Daredevil number 1, and I also have to thank Paul from Midwest Scotsman for this book as well. He got it from Bedrock City Comics, so he negotiated the deal while he was at C2E2 for me, because I was at church having a great worship service, and then he called me and said, hey, Bedrock has got this, and they're willing to sell it to you for $1,500. The original price sticker was $1,650 for this 4.0 off-white to white pages. From 1964, first appearance of Daredevil, Matt Murdock, first appearance of Karen Page and Foggy Nelson, and I offered him $1,500, and they accepted it. I PayPal'd them, and then they mailed it back to me when they got back to their store. So really happy to have that. The back one has my personal information because the card is still in there that they wrote my stuff on. Number 5 on the list is Fantastic Four. Number 4, this is the first Silver Age appearance of Namor the Submariner. It is 6.5 white pages. I bought this one while I was down in Springfield, Missouri on a business trip, calling on customers, and I stopped in a comic book shop. They had this for a great price, picked it up. There is a John Conway signature there. So that's who owned this book at one point. This is from 1962. Really, really awesome, awesome book. I've owned a couple copies of this book. This is number 4 on the list. This is Giant Size X-Men number 1. This is an 8.0 off-white to white pages from 1975. This is the first appearance of the new X-Men, Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Thunderbird's second full appearance of Wolverine. I've always loved this book. I think I owned a 3.5, which I sold to Bub's Comics, and I owned maybe 1 or 2 other raw copies. I think one had glue on the inside, so I got rid of that one in a collection that I sold. Bought this one from Newcastle Comics in St. Louis. I think I paid just over $1,000 for this, so I was really, really happy to have this in the collection. Very, very nice copy. Number 3 on the list is one of my favorite books that I own. This is Showcase number 4. This is the first appearance of Barry Allen and considered the first book in the Silver Age of comics. This is the 4.0 qualified. There is a coupon cut out on the inside. Let me see, on page 13. It does affect the story. I've read this a million times in trade form. And so the coupon was for a DC slogan contest. So they're coming up with a DC slogan. I think you had to submit like 5 of those. So kids were cutting out coupons left and right. They were made for cutting out. They had like the lines to show where you cut. So those coupons were made to cut out. So this isn't like a fake copy of Showcase number 4. This is an actual Showcase number 4. It just had what they were supposed to do, cut out that piece. And I am missing one panel where all you see is Turtle Man and the Flash running through a building, just a streak of dust or air, and then breaking through a brick wall. So Flash wasn't even on that picture or anything like that. This is the only way that I could afford this book. If this was a 4.0 blue label with no coupon cutout, it would be close to $20,000. I think $18,000 to $20,000. In this condition, I consider it 50% off, and I don't consider it more off because it's qualified. I actually consider it to be about 50% of the value of a blue label because this is not a very common book. This is much, much more rare than an AF-15. I actually give it a little bit more credit just for the fact that it exists. And so I take off about 50% of the value. That's how I value this book. 50% of the value of a blue label counterpart. So there it is, Showcase number 4. This is number 3 on the list. First appearance of Barry Allen from 1956, 4.0, cream to off-white pages. And here is the back. Number 2 on the list is Fantastic Four. Number 1, the first appearance of Fantastic Four, and the first appearance of the Mole Man. And this is really great. 1.8 off-white pages. Has a little bit of writing. I think if that writing and the stamp weren't there, it'd probably get a little bit of a higher grade. It does have some Marvel chipping, but honestly, the book looks more like a 2.0 to me without that writing. So it was just, subjective by the grader. I think this one is really, really nice. 1.8 grade, first appearance of Fantastic Four. This book is doing nothing but accelerating, increasing, and appreciating. And I'm so happy to own this one in my collection. The recent sales of this book going through the roof. It has once again propelled this book to the number 1 spot in my collection. This is X-Men number 1. This is the first appearance of the X-Men. So we have Professor X, Cyclops, Iceman, Angel, Beast, and Marvel Girl, and Magneto. This one is cream to off-white pages. It has that beautiful August 10th, 1963 date stamp. It does have a little bit of a spine roll. I had Rocket Comics press, clean, and submit this one for me, and I just couldn't be happier. There's a little bit of chipping right there, but this book in 2.5 has recently sold for $11,000, 2 for $12,000. This book is out of control. Everybody wants a little piece of the mutants of the X-Men, so this one is finally getting like some acceleration, some appreciation. And it looks good. I'm really happy that I own this one as well. And that's it, you guys. That is the top 50 books in my collection. I love making these videos and I love watching these videos. This is what brought me into the community when Lightning2288 did his video. So once again, if you're tagged, if you're watching this video, please know that I encourage you to make this video. If you've never made a video but you're considering making a video on YouTube, let this be your first one and comment down below when you made your video because I would love to watch them. even put them into a playlist, community top 50 playlist. That would be really fun. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking with me, and thanks for almost 5,000 subscribers and all the ones who have come before. Really do appreciate and love this community. With that being said, I will talk to you all on the next one. See ya. Bye.